Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin. I am an amateur photographer from Herefordshire. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, I'll give it about 1 minute 30 seconds before you run away. What I want to talk about today was specifically, a slightly different topic, my GFX 50S2 and this little thing, which is, if I bring up to the camera, you see that? That is a TTArtisans GFX to Leica M Mount adapter. Now, why do I want to talk about this? Well, to be honest, because I've spent the last few months adapting lots of vintage lenses to my GFX. Now, nothing new there. If you're interested in this, I will put a link in the show notes. There is a fabulous resource on Google Sheets that lists, I don't know who did it, but it's brilliant. Lists loads of vintage lenses and whether or not they've vignette and what the quality is like. And I just wanted to talk about a few that I have picked up over the last few months. So let's talk about this adapter first. The reason for this adapter is by adapting GFX to M Mount, it then opens up the ability to do M Mount to other mounts. Now, I can't remember where I saw this. It might have been an article on Voigtlander, or it might have been another vlogger. And I apologise to whoever it was because it's brilliant. One of these, 35 quid, available off Amazon, eBay. Right. What it then allows you to do, and let's just take one. So this is the Takumar 55 1.8. It is an M42 screw mount lens. And what we have here is an M42 to Leica M Mount, all going fairly simply. So we can adapt that nice and easy. We also then have, he says, trying to change lens caps with one finger, the Voigtlander 75mm 2.5. And as if by magic, ta-da! That then, just very neatly, if he lines up the res dots, and bang, we're ready to go. We're ready to shoot on a GFX, manual mode. All these are manual mode, by the way, because that's how we're rolling at the moment. So we've got 75 Voigtlander. We've got this 55 1.8. We've got a couple of K mounts now. I haven't got the K mount to Leica at the moment. I have got a Leica. I have got a Pentax K mount adapter as it is. But we have the 228mm here. So we've got the Tamron Adaptal 28mm, which I'm playing with and just working out, you know, quality. And then I've got the old Pentax M 28mm f2.8. These are 30 quid maybe. This was about the same, this 55mm. The 75 is slightly different. I had to get that from Japan, but it's worth it. The other two that I've picked up recently, because I've heard a lot of good things about Minolta glass, so I thought, interesting. So I've picked up, at the moment, I have a 35 2.8 Minolta, one of the last ones, you can tell by the gnarling. And then also the 45 f2, which gets very good reviews. Why? Well, 35 goes to 28, one of my favourite street lenses, and then this goes to about 35. So I've got kind of, with a 55, you've got maybe a 44 mil, so just over where I like to be for the long on street. And then I've got perfect for street. And actually trying them, there's a little bit of vignetting. I've got 50 megapixels to play with in it. If I upgraded to 100, I'd probably have, you know, 80 megapixels to play with. Now, the vintage lenses, so you open them wide, they're not brilliant, they're not modern lenses, but, you know, and you just need to times the focal length by 0.79 to work out what the actual equivalent focal length is. The last one I have is a pure M mount lens, and this is the Voigtlander 21mm f1.8. Predominantly I bought this for Astro, so this will be 21, 2.1, 16, 17 mil on this. So that will work nicely for Astro. The other thing is, it cost about the same as a Panasonic 20mm Pancake. So this will work nicely on Micro Four Thirds as well, at about 42mm. And it's a more modern lens, and it's quite sharp wide open, which is what you want. So yeah, so we've got all those primes, and there's a couple more I'm interested in. But the big one, this is the big one. Barrel Grey Skull. Pentax 645, 80 to 160. It cost me, I still say it, £75 from Japan, including post and packing. Immaculate condition. I can't find a fault on it. And actually the photo on the screen was taken with it. If you're doing landscape and you just want to go slow, this is, you know, this lens, you know, if you've got the 100 to 200 GF lens, yeah, at least 1,000 probably used. I can live without it because I'm not using it for action, I'm just using it for landscapes. It gets no vignetting because obviously it's 645, so it's bigger. I am quite interested in the 150 because that's quite small, I think, so that might go alongside this. And I did see something about a 6.7 lens, but you need a massive adapter, and that kind of gets away from the purpose. So I just wanted to talk, yeah, there's lots of interesting things. I'll put some photos up from these that have been adapted, so you can kind of see what you can get out of them. Ooh. I appear to have had a, there we go, we're back. But yeah, I just want to talk through that because it's really interesting actually, and you don't need to spend a lot of money if you think about your adapting strategy. So start with an M mount, and then, you know, get the adapters to go from there, so you can pick up anything, be it, you know, Canon FD, Pentax, you know, loads of old Hexagon AR. I haven't got one of those yet. Konica, Minolta, whoever. You can just have lots of fun. So look, I hope that's useful. I hope that's interesting. I'll put some photos up now. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you some point soon. Maybe I'll go and take the GFX for a wander with an adapted lens, and you can see what it's like. Okay, for now, thanks for watching. I'll catch you soon. Be good. Well, don't be photographing.